Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's stream. Hello, whoever is joining in. Today we are having another guest. This guest is a content creator like me. She's from Kenya, but now lives in Norway. If you know where Norway is in Europe, and she's going to share with us her journey, most especially how she moved and also how life is for her as a Kenyan living in Norway. So these stories, you guys, you always ask me to bring them to you, and today we're excited to bring to you my friend who is also a content creator. So I have linked her channel link in the description box, so check it out. Go subscribe to her channel. So right about now, allow me bring up our guest. What is it, Luna?
I need to tell me.
So
I need to tell me him, and I now have a blue tongue.
Okay. So hi Kevo, thank you for joining. Hi Daniel, thank you for joining. Kevo, a pipeline, I appreciate. So I am going to put her on board and we start the chat today. Thank you guys for joining. And actually, if you're joining in, please give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment. If you have any questions, we're going to do a Q&A with our guests. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. So let me put Njeri's kitchen up here. Please check her out on her channel. Check her out. I've put her description, her link. Hi, Isaac. Thank you so much from Qatar. Hi, B&T. Thank you for coming. Hi, Njeri. Hi.
Hi, Liz.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to have you today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on your channel. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. And you look great. I like your shirt.
Thank you. A little bit African, want to feel Kenyan.
I like to feel like that many times also when I'm shooting. I'm like, today I want to look so Ugandan.
Yeah.
So tell us who you are, where you're born, raised, and then how, of course, you moved to Norway.
Yes. My name is Njeri. My channel name is Njeri's Kitchen Lifestyle Vlogs. I'm born and raised in Kenya, Nairobi. I am a Kikuyu. So if you hear my English is mixing L and R, so that's my mother tongue. So I shrub a little bit. And currently I'm living in Norway. And so I like it here.
Good. So going back home, where did you go to school, and do you have any siblings back home? Like, tell us a little bit about your life back home.
Yes. I am the firstborn of 3. I have a sister and a brother. And I went to school to Kangemi, and it's called St. Joseph Primary School. That's where I was schooling at primary school.
How about, do you still have parents back home? Is it a big family or small family?
We are very small. Sometimes I wish we could have many kids, 8 or 9, But we were just 3, and my dad passed away when we were very small kids. And my mom has raised us alone. And yes, I appreciate and I thank God for her.
That's good to know. So people are here. Kevo, a pipeline is going to take you out. I know. he's one of my supportive subscribers. Another one says, I don't know what that means. Wingamuno, what does that mean?
Oh yeah, it's a Kikuyu. It's greeting.
Good. Okay.
I need to tell him I have a blue tongue.
Yeah.
So I'm here with my co-host.
Yes.
She's on my case. So now people would like to know.
I have a blue tongue.
Luna, 1 minute, okay? So people would love to know how you left Kenya and how you moved to Norway. Tell us a little bit of that exciting story.
Yes, yes, yes. When I was back in Kenya, I had this feeling that I wanted a mzungu for a husband, but where was I going to get a mzungu in Kenya? So I did what was necessary during that time. So I joined a website. It was called, can I say the name? Is it okay?
Yes, you can say the name so that people, if they are watching and they're interested, they can go check it out.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It was called Afro Introduction. So I joined the site after hearing positive story and a successful story of my friend who had gotten a mzungu in Germany. And it was not easy. It was not easy getting a mzungu from the internet. There are so many scammers, jokers, and etc. But I had a secret, and that was praying. I used to go to a place called Arboretum that is in Westlands in Nairobi. It's a park. People used to go there, picnic on prayers, and yeah. So I used to go there and I would pray. I would pray. First, I was being denied a visa to go as an au pair in Germany. And so I was very frustrated. I didn't know what to do. And I really wanted to go abroad. I just wanted to, just to go out of Kenya. So I wanted to come, but I didn't know where. I didn't even know that there was a country known as Norway that existed. So when I was searching and I used to go to the cyber and I was paying 2 shillings, Kenyan shillings for 1 minute. It was very expensive. And I used to go there and search and search and search and write text messages to different wazungus and something. And yeah, and one day I just got this one interesting mail, and it was quite interesting email because it looked a little bit friendly, someone who was mature. And I was like, okay, let me hold on to this. And so we started to chat with that guy. We chatted, and it took him almost 1 year to come and visit me in Kenya. But after I saw that he was serious with wanting a relationship, so I went out of the site. And so I was like, yeah, he's the one. So I was now thanking God. He had given me a husband, and I thought that now he is the one. Yes, and to cut a long story short, so he came to visit me in Kenya. I came to visit him in Norway, and we found that we had the chemistry. So we did our first wedding in Kenya, our first wedding here in Norway, and then we did now a bigger one in Kenya. And that's how I came to Norway. It was out of love. I got a boyfriend and a husband. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful
Yeah.
to know. And
Mm.
so, how did your family take it? Going to get married to a person, first of all, from a foreign country and also
Mm.
different race, different culture. How did your friends and family react to that?
It's quite interesting because I used to tell my friends and my family that I was going to get married to a Mzungu. So I used to go to this Masai market and I would shop the things and the stuffs that Wazungu loved and liked. And I was saying, I'm buying this one for my Mzungu. It's kind of, I had faith in me and I saw it coming. So I was like, I had already prepared them, but they saw that Njeri was dreaming. So when I was there was this program. It was called a wedding show. It used to come on Citizen TV every Sundays, and I made sure that I was at home. And if it was a Mzungu wedding, I was so excited and saying that mine will be next. So it was like I had already prepared them.
That is good. So it
Yeah.
was a positive feedback.
Yes.
That is good.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then how about his family? How did they react knowing that, they have, you're coming from Kenya, from very far away, how
Yeah.
did they react?
They are so sweet. First, I met his mom, and she was excited to see me. And he has a big family. They were so excited, and they are very, very welcoming. It's just a fantastic. It's just a God given. And when we had our wedding in Kenya in 2013, they came 28 of them, both friends and family, to our wedding. So that shows that they were very happy for us. So they're quite a good family. Mm.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, I think earlier when you mentioned this, you said it's called Afro Introductions on
Yes.
Facebook. Is it
Mhm.
like a paid dating site, or it's just a free website? You just go there, a group, and you interact with whoever is available?
It's a dating site. So you write www.afrointroductions.com.
So it's free.
No. Okay, for me, I didn't pay, but for you to contact someone, the other person has to be a member. So the other person has to pay for both of you
Okay, so
to
one of
contact.
you has to have paid.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. So
Mhm.
if you pay, you're at a better advantage of connecting with somebody.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly. Mm.
Okay, that is quite interesting.
Yes.
So, yeah, so now going back, so what was your first culture shock experience when you landed in Norway while visiting and all these experiences?
Yeah. When I came to Norway, it was during winter, and so it was my first time to visit Norway. I had never seen snow. I hear that we have snow in Mount Kenya, but I've never been there. So I just saw pictures, and when we are back at home, when we see the snow photos and pictures, we think they are so cute, they are so good, without experiencing that coldness. So when I arrived at the airport, it was like I was excited. I didn't even feel the cold. I wanted to touch the snow. I wanted to feel it. I was like overexcited. But my husband, my boyfriend then, he had come with some warm clothes because he knew that I will definitely not have the the appropriate clothes. So I didn't have the proper clothes of the weather. So he brought me some, and I changed in the car, and we just came. So that was the first shock. It was the weather. Coming here during winter, that was a shock.
Yeah, that must have been. And
Yeah,
then how about the food and everything? What else was so
yeah.
different for you?
People here are they are a little bit reserved, but they are very honest, and they are kind, and they like their privacy, and they like to respect others people privacy. So, for example, you can just meet outside there, and then you just smile, and then yeah, it's just you go your way, I go my way. And some want to talk. For example, the elderly, they want to talk, and especially if they see you with small kids, they want to
Mhm.
say hi, they want to talk, they want to ask the kids questions. So they are friendly, but it's if they find their way into you. Otherwise, they
Yeah.
are a little bit reserved.
Yeah, and
Yes.
that is, I think that is common for most Western countries. Even here, when I go
Mm,
on walks, it is usually
mm,
the older people that will want to talk to me and
yeah.
interact. And also, when I go walking with my daughter, they always stop and they say, "What's your name?" And they want to interact with her, and that kind of makes their day because, yeah, they are much nicer and very chatty compared to the younger generation.
Yes, exactly. So it's the same as here. Mm,
That is good. So tell us
yeah.
about the language. Did you have any language barriers knowing that you come from Kenya, you've never been to Norway, now you're here, it's a new language. How did you take that?
Yeah, when I came to visit, and it was like I need to learn this language. I would hear them talk, and I was wondering, oh my goodness, will I ever come to understand what they are talking about? So So I bought a book when we went back home. So I had a book and a CD to listen. And so I started just little by little. And then I used to SMS my husband or send a mail with Norwegian. He said, but it was difficult. But when we got married and I settled, I had to go to school. So we have to go to Norwegian classes to learn the language. That one is, yeah, you have to. But here, Norwegians can, a higher percentage of them can talk English. So it's quite okay. You can feel good. We have many tourists who come here.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so English is also okay. But for you
Okay.
to feel that you're feeling at home, you have to learn the language.
That's right. So does your husband speak fluent English? Like, the communication is fine?
My husband speaks English, not only English, he can speak Swahili. I have been a good teacher, so he can speak
Wow.
and
That's,
understands almost 50% of Swahili. He has
wow.
an interest in learning, and he can understand some Kikuyus, and yeah, here
Oh,
and there.
that's good. That's
Yeah,
good
so
to know. How
yeah.
often do you visit home?
Once or twice a year, but unfortunately we didn't make it last year, so I'm very homesick. God willing, I'm looking forward to travel home soon.
I know it can
Yeah,
be it can
yeah.
be challenging. So someone is asking, are you planning to relocate back home with your family?
No, definitely not. Because my kids go to school here. This is their home. But I can travel home in Kenya and we can stay there 2 months when it's summer holiday or something. But relocating, it's quite a little bit difficult. But my husband says maybe in the future we can be living 6 months, 6 months. So we run away from winter and we come back.
Actually, that would be very interesting for you when you grow older.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
So this is
because I mean, at the end of the day, if you're experiencing both sides, I think he has most of his family there, and you
yeah,
also have most of your family the other side. So if you
yeah.
can have a few months here, a few months there, that would
Yeah.
be easier. But with the children,
Fantastic.
and
Yeah,
they're going to school for now, I feel like it would be difficult for the
it's
both of you.
difficult. Yeah, yeah. Of course, I miss my family so much. I miss my friends. The social life. Oh my goodness, that is something else.
That's
Social
right.
life was also a shock in Norway. It's like, what? If you want to visit my friend, if you're my friend and I want to come, I have to call, make an appointment, ask if you are home, and not tomorrow, maybe in 2 weeks' time. So we have to get a day that we are both free. And no, no, no. That one is like, you cannot just come in and say, hi, Njeri, are you home? I'm here.
I miss that too. You can't do it here. Even if you're my mom, you have to call me. Are you home? Can I come? But
Mhm.
you know how it is in Africa or in
Yeah.
Uganda, Kenya, wherever.
Mhm.
If it's your
Mhm.
mom or your friend, they'll
Mhm.
just be like, I'm driving in the neighborhood. I'm at your door.
Yes, yes. So I have three friends. We are four of us, and I can just go in whenever I feel like. If I'm working until 10 p.m. and I feel like I need to talk to her, I can just drive without calling and ting ting, I'm at your door. And I told my my mom-in-law, yeah, you don't have to call to come here. No, 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 no. You just come and find the door is locked, that we are not home. That's fine. If you get that we are at home, that's okay. But calling, making an appointment, um,
To see your own people.
on people, that one has never synced in me. And then
Eh,
something else, uh, if if uh if you have gotten some visitors, for example, one day, my husband plays piano and his piano was to be fixed. So the piano guy came and my husband was at work. So I was at home. So I welcomed him. He came and he started fixing the piano. Me, as an African or a Kenyan woman, what do? I go to the kitchen and prepare tea as we are used to do. And then I come with a cup of tea, I give, and then at first he's surprised, and then he takes the tea, he drinks, and he does not tell me anything. But later, when he's talking with my husband, he says, "Oh, you have a wonderful wife. She just came with tea. She didn't ask if I wanted tea." What? I have to ask? So it's like, oh no, the culture shock is, they do things differently.
That is right. And if you're expecting a visitor in Africa, you always have to know that at least you should have some food, or at least have some tea, something, a snack. And here you can visit somebody and you just talk for like an hour, 2 hours. They haven't even eaten anything. And then they say bye, and you say bye, and they go.
Oh no, the conscious, and then it's like, for me, I feel it's kind of rude to ask if you come visit me, and then I ask, can I make you a cup of coffee? Can I make you a cup of tea?
Yeah, I know.
We don't take it positively at home. You come with it. It's better the visitor to say no, thank you. But asking, it's kind of, you don't want to give me.
Right. And you see, but here, you also don't want to waste anything, because back home, I feel like we have so much food. We can, you can make tea and someone doesn't take it, that's fine, you just pour it away. But naturally, I feel like here, anything you do, you budget. If you're making food, don't make so much extra, because it may go bad. If you're making tea, so maybe that is where the whole idea comes from. I'm not sure, but you're right. Because back home, if my mom saw me asking a visitor, should I make you a cup of tea? She'd be like, wait, when did you start doing that? Yeah. So tell us about your career. When you moved from Kenya to Norway, were you able to start work right away, or did you have to downsize and look for a cheaper job? Like, what did you do career-wise?
Yeah, it's quite a long story, and it's quite interesting. I didn't work when I came here. First, I didn't have any experience of any work at all. I was just I was in a shop selling sausages and meat from a company known as Farmer's Choice in Kenya. I don't know if you have it in Uganda.
Farmer's Choice, I think I've heard it. I've seen it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was selling at just a small shop. So when you come here, I don't have the experience of any background job that I can. Before that, I was working in a restaurant. It was called Munchies. It's like a cafe, chips and sausage, and chicken. So I didn't have any background to come in such a job like I have studied in Kenya University, etc. No, I didn't have that. I can just touch a little bit. I didn't go to high school in Kenya. I got my firstborn when I was very young, so I didn't continue with high school. So I dropped off and started looking for small jobs to be able to cater for my son. Although I was living with my mom was providing, but I also started to work. And that's when I got my first job at this Munchies cafe or restaurant. And then when I met my husband, he told me he's looking ahead in the future. So I have to go to school. So he said that he will pay for my school. So I have to get an adult school to do my high school. That is Form 4. You have something else in Uganda, I think. High school.
Yeah. So first we have, after primary level, you go to secondary, but that is also 2 levels. So senior 1, senior 4. From senior 4, you go to high level, which you call HSC, 2 years, and then after that is when you join university. I think it's different in Kenya. In Kenya, high school is 4 years. 5 years? 4 years. Okay, and then how long is a bachelor's degree? 3 or 4?
3, but I'm not sure. Maybe I think it's 3.
Okay. Yeah, there's a difference in there. But also in primary school, is it 8 years or 7 years?
Yes, 8.
8. So that's the difference. We have
I'm not
7
sure.
years.
Let me say I'm not sure because so many things have changed in Kenya. I hear they have PP1, PP2. I didn't have that when I was in Kenya. So
Okay.
let me say, yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
really
that's
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So when
can.
I went back to school,
Mm-hmm.
I went 2 years adult school. I did my Form 4 and I was done with high school. So when I relocated to Norway, I had my certificates from home. So it was easy to continue with school here. So I continued and I have a bachelor now, 4 years. And yeah, so it was easy and I got a job. Although I got a job before even I went to school, but I like my job so much that I'm still continuing working there even after done with my studies. So it has been yeah, it's quite a little bit difficult for people to get a job in Norway. It's quite challenging. It's not easy. I know people who are struggling to find a job. Yeah.
So currently, what do you do now eventually?
I'm working what am I going to call it? I'm working at an institution with people. Can we call it disability or mentally? I I'm not sure the English word.
Yeah, I know the facilities for the yeah, for
Yeah,
like people with how do you say it? I also don't know the word. Maybe
no,
Brenda can help us, but I know what you mean. Like people with
who get
challenges.
yeah,
Yeah, who
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
get it.
People with some
Okay.
challenges who need
People
extra
are
care.
here joking and saying, "Do you have a small sister?" That you are very beautiful. Now they were. These are my
Thank you
friends.
so
Very
much.
funny. Very funny.
Thank you.
Uh,
I
yeah,
appreciate.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So
I
that's
love my
good.
job. I love my job so much. I have worked there for almost 9 years now, and I'm not going to change any day soon.
Wow.
So
So
it
when
has
did you
been
actually
interesting.
relocate to Norway?
I came here, very sure, 2011.
2011. Wow, that's so many years.
Yeah, I met my husband in 2008.
2008. Wow.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
December,
very many years. So how fluent are you in Norwegian now?
100%.
Wow. How do you say hello and good morning?
Yeah, you can see, hi, good morning, or you can ask, how are you doing? Hvordan går det med deg?
Wow. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. So since you have a background of English and now you speak Norwegian and you speak Swahili, why don't you look for a high up job where you go to the lawyers and you interpret for people? There's a
Actually, I have been interpreting for some families that come here from Congo. Congo, they don't speak English, so they have French. And when they come here, they don't have English and not Norwegian. So I have worked with a certain families to translate, but Norwegian is a little bit difficult. The grammar up to today, let me not say 100%, although I can talk everything 100. But when it comes to grammar, that is something else. I struggle
Okay.
with
Do they
until
care
today.
if you're doing, for example, there's a company called Language Line Solutions. It's
Mhm.
a very good company and they pay really, really well if you have, for example, if you're a bilingual or you know so many languages, like four, of course, international languages. Now for you, you have an advantage of speaking Norwegian and speaking English. That is a very
Yeah,
good one. There's
yeah,
a person I know
yeah,
that speaks French and
yeah.
then speaks English and also
Mhm.
speaks other two international languages. But he
Okay.
works with the government here in the US. So all
Mhm.
he does is interpret for people in French, from French to English, then I think English to whatever other language. But he's like an expert now. People just call him and he will show up and interpret and leave. So
Oh,
I was like, oh my goodness, I wish I knew like 3 more languages, especially the international languages, leave alone the Ugandan languages. I've been trying to, those ones, I don't know why they don't care so much about our local languages.
yeah. That's what I tell some people here when I'm struggling with the grammar, and then I'm saying, but do you know how many languages I speak? I speak my mother tongue, that is Kikuyu. I speak our national language, that is Swahili. I speak our official language, that is English. My mom is a Meru. I can Meru. My dad is a
Wow.
Kikuyu. So my mom is a Meru. And then I have Norwegian. 5 languages, different, and you cannot even understand anything. So I tell people it's not a joke even when I shrub. So it's not easy.
This guy says you should say hi to him so he can feel better. He's
Okay, what is his name?
So he has a channel. It's called Eating the African Way. You can check him out after the live stream.
Okay. It's in the African
The,
way. I will come. I will come to your
he's
channel.
Ugandan. He's very funny. You just look for
Okay.
him.
I'll
So,
come
and
back
he
to you.
actually he does the same way, the same content as you. He also
Mhm.
cooks food, Ugandan foods, and different African dishes. So you guys
Oh.
are in the same niche.
I have a Ugandan friend and she cooks very delicious food. Oh, I just love her food. Oh, you guys can cook. Oh,
We try. Apart from ugali, what else do you like to eat in Kenya?
ugali is my favorite any day, anytime, anywhere. My kids too, they eat with their fingers and yeah. I
Oh,
tell
now
them,
they know how to do that.
yes, eating with the fingers, that's the Kenyan, yeah, the Kenyan style. We don't use fork.
So for you, you can't have these long fingernails for Nicki Minaj.
I'm not really. Sometimes during summer I try, but it's not me.
I try, but also I'm not good at them because every time I want to do something, they are disturbing me. I want to
Yeah,
do things very fast. I don't have so much
yeah.
time. So I'm like, how do people
Mhm.
have really long nails? How do they do things around the house so quickly? Because by the time you realize you've scratched yourself a million times,
Yeah,
we are typical Africans. The
yes,
guest
yes.
channel is called Njeri's Kitchen. I put the link in the description if you want to check her out. Let me see if I can post it on the chat so that people can check you out. So
Thank
tell
you.
us, what
Thank
have you
you.
learned living in a different country, living with, different culture and everything? What is that thing that you've learned that has transformed you? Because of course, you're not the same Njeri who was back in Kenya. Now you're different.
Mhm. Yeah, sure.
So what are those things that that have changed?
To be able to respect others people privacy and to be honest, um, it's kind of it was very interesting that I came to learn that there are no thieves here, stealing the small petty things.
Oh, the petty thieves.
Yeah, that you can go in the streets talking on your phone without you checking who is coming to grab it away from you.
That is
Kind of,
true. I want
I
to
have
share.
gotten my wallet 4 times at a grocery shop, and they just call me, "Hi, Njeri, you've been here. You forgot your wallet. Please come and pick it." I go. Everything is inside there, and I'm like, "What?" I just wish that Kenya was like this. Wow. You just forget your wallet at a shopping mall, a supermarket, and you just find it everything. It's kind of, yeah, it's just amazing. It's
Wow.
amazing.
I have
Yeah,
shared her link in the comment section. So I think if
thank
you can
you.
see it, please go subscribe to her channel, leave a sweet comment, and let's support each other. I've
Thank
shared the
you.
link in the description, but also let me type the name on Jerry's Kitchen
Okay. Yeah.
so that if you don't see the link, you just go type in the name. Where
Yeah.
is it? What did I
Mm.
do? Okay, so how many children do you have?
I have 3.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
How is the education in Norway compared to Kenya? What's the difference?
Well, here it's like a piece of cake, you know. You know, when I relocated to Norway with my son, he was almost 9 years old. And when he went to school to Norway, it was kind of something else. They will start school 8:15 and they are done at 1 p.m. And back at home, he used to be in class at 7 a.m. until 5 in the evening. So that was something else. And teachers here are very like, what is it called? Very humble. What is it called? Oh
They
my
are
God.
very humble, or are they?
Yeah, yeah, they're
Okay.
not harsh like the teachers we
Oh, I
have.
understand what you mean. Like,
Yeah,
back home we have what we call tough love. We
yes,
force things. If you come late, we're going to beat you. We're going to tell you
punishment.
tomorrow,
Yes,
come. Yeah,
yeah,
I understand. So these ones are flexible and loving
yeah.
and
They don't
understanding.
punish,
Okay.
no
Gentle.
punishing kids, no beating kids here. Whether you are a teacher or a parent, that is a police case. Your
So
child can even
you
be
haven't tried
taken
to beat
away.
yours.
No, I'm being transformed. Not the way I
Nice.
grew up. Yeah. So it's kind of something else, but yeah, it's good. Like today, I don't see the need of beating kids. I don't understand
No,
how we
no.
do it in
Honestly, not.
Africa.
And I wish
Mm,
that mentality would also change
mm,
back home,
yeah,
because I remember the times they would try to push you, but it didn't even change anything.
no, not at all. So it's kind of painful to think how we were beaten and how they do it
We
up
were
today.
harassed.
Yeah,
That tough
it's
love.
not. I tell people, even my mom, I tell her, kids here in Norway, they know their rights. They know you're not supposed to
They'll
shout
take
at
you to
me.
the
So,
police.
yes, they'll go to school and say, "Mommy did this, Mommy did that."
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's a very good environment to bring up kids. In Norwegian, they prioritize kids. That is a whole topic. Um, and they start it when the kids are small. We have this called what is it called? It's not like social benefit. It's like childcare. So, for example, if I'm pregnant and I've been working for more than 6 months, so when I go to deliver my baby and I can stay at home between 10 months to 1 year with fully paid salary, I'll be paid. And then I am at home with my baby. And if my
Nice.
baby is from 13 months to I think 23 months and the kid is not going to kindergarten, I'm paid like uh it's $500
Okay.
every month.
How long is your maternity? Do you know?
Yes, it's between 10 months to 1 year,
Wow. Wow. I want to
fully paid,
relocate.
fully paid.
Wow. And then
Yes.
also, oh, that's quite interesting. And how is your health services? Are they free, or do you have to have an insurance?
No, no, no. It's free. Everything in Norway is free. But Norway is like a few years back. Norway was being it was among the most five expensive countries to live in the world. And the
Mm,
economy of Norway is very stable. We have very stable economy. And when we are working, we are paid well. We have very, very good salary. But we pay taxes. In Norway, we pay taxes. It's no joke about that. So we pay taxes, and the taxes makes that we have free healthcare, free schools. If your child is using a bus, a taxi, or a train, no paying school fees. It's like kind of equality. Yeah. I can't hear you.
I
Your
was
microphone.
muted. Having my daughter running around, I have to mute all
I
the time.
know. Yeah.
Um, Yes, but taxes are everywhere. They are
Yeah.
crazy. But I'm
Yeah.
glad you have free health care. It is very important.
You don't have that in US. No.
You have to have an insurance. You can't even afford to pay out of pocket. It is too expensive. So you have to have an insurance from like your job or just some sort of insurance to be able to cover you. Otherwise, it will
And
be a disaster.
do you receive any money monthly for the childcare for your kids before they are 18 years?
That's in Canada. It's not here. But
Not
I heard the new president was trying to do that. So we shall see
Mhm.
what happens. But that's not common here.
Okay, here we receive is it $200 for one child?
Wow, that's a lot. Every month, every year.
Yeah, every month for one child.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me see
So
what people are
here they
saying.
prioritize the kids. In Norway, it's the best place to have your kids. It's just like they adore the kids. Kids are number one. It's kind of, yeah. You feel even good. You feel even safe with your kids. It's like, yes. Even we have rules and regulations of how you have to bring up your kid. When you give birth, the what is it called? The health sausage. Yeah, the sisters from the health center, they have to come home and visit where this child will be
Wow, to
bring.
realize that to check
Yeah.
if you have a conducive environment for the baby.
Yes, they
Now,
have. Hmm.
I am going to step away for 1 minute. So
Okay.
help me. You can tell us about your channel, what you do. Keep talking to
Yeah.
these people. I'll be back after like 1 minute.
Okay. No problem. Yeah. So guys, yeah, roll with Liz subscribers and followers, and yeah. My channel is called Njeri's Kitchen and Lifestyle Vlogs. It used to be, yeah, it's 3 months old. So when I opened it, it was called Njeri's Kitchen Healthy Meals Plan. But now I celebrated 3 months just a few days ago, and I thought that I want to change just a little bit. And so I made it to be Njeri's Kitchen because I love to make food. I enjoy doing it. It's a passion. And so it's called Njeri's Kitchen and Lifestyle Vlogs. So I'll be bringing different things about, yeah, Norway, where I live. We travel together, we do things together, we go shopping together. I talk about the culture shock and etc., the differences, the kids, how we upbring the kids. I mean, everything. I'll just be vlogging about everything. So you're very much welcome. Come, subscribe. Let's grow together. Come support your girl, and I will appreciate it so much. Yes, as we are waiting for this to come, I'll talk about summer in Norway. For now, we are in summertime, so it's quite interesting that it does not get dark at all during summer. The sun does not set until late in the evening, and it is daylight up to the next day. So we've got long days and short night. And that becomes the opposite when it comes to winter time. We've got very short days and long nights. That means that it can be darker at 3 p.m. and it goes throughout the night until the following day at 9 a.m. That's how we get the long nights and the short days. So it's quite interesting when it's summertime and we have light, it's sunny at 10 p.m. I go to my kitchen garden at 11 p.m. I'm working there. It feels kind of, yeah, it feels good. And I noticed that it affects us, even the Norwegian. During summer, it's like everyone is extrovert. They are smiling, they are happy. But when it comes to winter, it's like we are going like this. No, look, it's
Is it so cold over there?
yeah, it's cold. It's kind of the weather also. It determines how you are, how your day is. So we talk about weather in Norway. We talk about weather in the morning, in the afternoon, in the
It's
evening.
the same
Yes.
here. When I also would hear that conversation, sometimes I'd be like, wait, are people so bored? Like, who is going to talk about weather? At first, it
Yeah.
was like, why are we talking about weather? But it's because it changes. In
Yes.
Uganda or in Kenya, you wake up,
Same.
unless it's raining, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a good day, definitely. So
Yeah.
once you come to these countries where there's winter and summer
Mhm.
and days
Mhm.
are changing every now and again,
Mhm.
people are always like, how is the weather? You're like,
Yeah.
the weather is the same. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, and you laugh at yourself eventually when you're asking these same questions
Yeah.
yourself. You're like, is it me? That can't be me, because you're like, what is today's temperature? How is the weather? Is it cold? Is it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It also become addictive because when I came, I met a Tanzania friend and
Mhm.
she told me, let me tell you, Njeri, in Norway they talk about weather. And I was asking her, but what is there to talk about weather anyway? I didn't understand. But today, when I wake up, how is the weather going to be today? And then I'm talking. When you meet someone in the shop, today it's such a beautiful weather. Today it's
Yeah, I know. And even when you go on a walk, like if you go on a walk, people will say, "Oh, it's a beautiful day, isn't it?" And
yeah,
that's the greeting. You're like,
yeah,
"Yeah, it is. Oh,
yeah,
we're happy. We're able to walk around."
yeah,
And I have a friend that is in Denmark. She
yeah,
says it gets so cold, and there's it rains so much, and it's too cold. So people get depressed actually from being inside their houses and not able to walk outside and not able
yeah,
to do what they want to do. So
yeah. That's
she
true.
was saying it's too bad that sometimes when people get depressed. So I know what you mean when you say people are more happier in
Mm.
summertime compared to the winter, because everyone is miserable. Is inside the house, you cannot walk, you cannot do the exercises, you cannot
Yeah,
run, unless of
mm,
course you do them from inside the house. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's kind
true.
of different.
Mm. That's true.
Hmm.
That's
Okay,
true.
so we're going to conclude, and thank you guys for joining us. Thank you. Today has been a very, very great discussion. Njeri, we
Mm.
shall bring you back. And
Yes, please.
everyone that is watching, I hope you have subscribed to her channel. I hope you have checked her out. Yeah, let's take her to 1K, guys. And yeah, we shall bring you back since people have
Thank
loved you so much. There were
Oh,
very
I'm
positive
humble.
comments. People have loved you. They like your skin. They said they love. So they love your personality. People will check you out. At least I
Thank
know for
you.
sure.
Thank you so much. I'm so humbled. God bless you, Liz. God bless your subscribers, and God bless you all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And we shall bring you back in another episode.
I will be much humbled. Thank
Okay. So, guys, thank you for joining me on today's chat. I appreciate you guys who have come in, Kevoa Pipeline, all of you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. We shall catch you in my next video. If you haven't watched my recent upload, please go ahead and watch that. And also, let me know what you'd like to see on my channel. What do you want me to upload? Let me know. So, guys, I'll see you in my next video. If you want to see Njeri again, first of all, go subscribe to her channel. Yes, leave a sweet comment. Let her know you're coming from my channel, stuff like that. So I'll bring her again. If you need to know so much in detail the discussions we've had today, we can do it again. Why not? So guys, see you. Ciao ciao.